Hello friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Jen and I appreciate you joining me today. So I am going to be stamping I'll Be Home for Christmas as my theme. I just wanted a base layer first. Most of it's going to get covered, but I am using Candy Moyo 938. Also, if you can tell, I have zoomed out a bit, and I know that most do like it zoomed in, so you can see what I'm doing better. I'm going to try to remember to bring the stamper closer so you can see what I've done. But let me know, do you like it this way or the regular way? So this is going to be right up my alley because look at this. Y'all know, if you watched me, I love house themes. So this one is Bohemia Stamping Home for the Holidays. Oh, I didn't even realize that I was calling it the same thing as almost what the plate's named. But I'm going to do different images on this plate, and I'm going to explain as I go, because I had somebody wondering kind of about the Bohemia stamping. But I'm going to start with this image first. I'm basically going to tell a story with the images I get. So I'm going to go to Maniology's Acorn B498 for the pickup. So first of all, I will link it in the description box. I do not have an affiliate code with Bohemia Stamping, so I do not receive anything for using the link, but I will put it there, and I'll go back and put it in the last one as well, because all I did was put the name of the plate that time. Okay, so it's missing a little piece right here and here. I'm going to go ahead and redo it. These are fine lines, so sometimes they are finicky. Okay, that's a little bit better. I can work with that. Okay, so I want to get a door, and from this image I picked up, it's like a triangle. So let me go with this door for that. So Bohemia Stamping she is in the UK. So if you order from her, you know, you'll have like the shipping and tariffs, and that part adds up. Okay, I have to pause and clean up in between. But the plates themselves are like $8 or 8 something, somewhere right in there. So the plates are not a bad price. Let me see. Let me get this lady here. She's carrying the presents. Also, you can, if you like enough plates, you can do her bundle. So you would just like go under the little, where the 3 lines are at the top. I'm going to go to this, the man here, he's carrying a tree. And go down to bundles, and there's different options for the bundles. But I think the lowest one is if you can pick 5 plates of your choosing, and it'll tell you the instructions how to do there, and it's easy. That's what I ended up doing because I love Christmas so much, and I liked her Christmas plates. I'm gonna redo that one. So I did the bundle, so it ended up, I think in the long run, is a better deal. But again, it just depends on what plates you like or how many you like. And typically you get a like, I think it was like a 10% off code in your email. I think it's kind of like if you get out of it, you sign up and then get out of it and then check your email, and mine was there. Also, she has 1 ambassador. I can work with this one. So I think that's it. If you have any other questions, just please let me know. I don't have a code with her, but you can find one or get that one in your email. And I think we gotta have a dog. They gotta have a dog with them. So I think I'm gonna go with this one. This one's cute. He has a little Santa hat and a candy cane in his mouth. Now I don't think all of him's not gonna fit on the nail, but his head area will. But I'll go ahead and pick up what I can get just in case. And then I'll get the extras off. Alright, so I'm going to start with this house image first, and I will go ahead and warn you here, this is going to take a bit of time because I have different images to reverse stamp. Let me tell you what I'm going to use real quick. LA Colors in Maryland for the little bows on the windows. So feel free to skip through if you would like. I have some friends that enjoy longer and some that don't. So do whatever you prefer. I don't like to skip out on a lot of it because then you don't know everything I've done if I skip too much. So these are super tiny, so I'm having to really concentrate, and I'm trying to remember to bring it up to you guys. So are all my friends frozen yet? Finally stopped raining here. So sorry, I'm taking a second. Okay, I was trying to find a specific color and couldn't find it. So I'm just going to go to Candy Mayo 969 for the little wreath on the door and the tree right here as well. Also, since the tree is outdoors, I'll probably add some snow look to it. But I'm going to do it green first. So the wreath is also so tiny, so I'm tapping around it to get on that. Now, you could just avoid it and just act like it's a whole door. A lot of times I do like to do the little details just because it kind of just comes together more. Okay, then we'll do the tree. Sometimes it's hard to get all in the little areas. The only thing with holding it is there are times I'm shaky and sometimes it's easier when it's laid down. So I'm having to kind of tilt it so I could see these little pieces I was missing. Okay, since I still got some of this green, let me go ahead and do the wreath on this one. See, isn't that neat how they kind of, this one matches that one? Okay, and I'll do that bow red in a minute. Okay friends, what color are we going to do the windows? Yup, yellow. We're going to bring in some light. So I'll try to pause on little things that don't really matter, like me putting the polish on the thing. It's so weird because just from me zooming out has my mind like thrown, like I'm like, wait, what's up? Where's this and that? And it's so weird. I guess because I had it the other way so long. Also, I like to brace my pinky to help me stay steady. Okay, so the windows have little, what do you call that? Frames at the bottoms. So I'm going to do those with new color 997. So also I didn't get the Maniology boxes Christmas wise just because I had things already similar. So that is one reason I also went ahead to get these ones, because I did like the images so much. Now I do have some houses, but I just love them so much that I'm okay with having more. We could do that door a different color. So let me do, I think what I'll do is this section here, because it has a frame, and right here and I'll be back. Okay, so let's add some snow to the roof. So I'm going to go with Color Vibe and Whiteout. Yes, and also I was going to add some to that. Oh, wait. No, I can. Okay, yeah. I confused myself. One day I had made some vegetable soup, and I used those yellow potatoes. They just seem to cook much faster than the russet ones. And so I did those with the vegetables, and I think that normally I'll do ground beef, but this particular time I did some pork sausage, and it was so good. Also, I used to always do just oh my gosh, tomato sauce. Well, this time I did a can of tomato sauce and a can of I'm gonna do some on these greeneries too. Um, a can of tomato sauce and a can of tomato soup, and oh my gosh, it just really amped it up. So if you haven't tried that, give that a try. Also, I did that in a chili because that's what got it started. I found a recipe and it said to do that, and man, it sure did make a difference. So I decided to do the door in red. I thought that would be a fun color. Also, the stairs are going to be white because those are going to have snow on them as well. And I'm going to get my other brush out here. I like to switch between this one and my thin one since I'm going to do the rest of the house. I think I'm going to try Kenny Mayo 952. Hopefully they're different enough to where it'll show up. Alright, so I'm going to do the rest of the house and the chimney in this color. It kind of reminds me of a gingerbread color. Let me look at that. Yeah, it's a little bit too dark. I'm going to mix some of this Sally Hansen instant coffee with it. That top portion's probably going to just already be messed up, but it's okay. I'm going to see if I can kind of work around it or do something. So right now it is a bit easier for me just to lay it down, and then I'll show you up close. I don't know why this is wanting to peel up like that. Sometimes some colors are finicky. And let me put some on that little chimney. I went over a bit. Okay, let's look. So for the door image, since I still got a little tiny bit, I'm going to go ahead right here along this brick area to add that. So again, it'll look like it's the same door. So I've gone back to get the other color to do the framing of the door, and I've already done the bottom part, so now I'm going to do the top portion. I was looking to see if there are some around right here. So to me it looks like the area in the middle of the wreath is going to be a window, so I'm going to put the yellow there. It also has a bow, so I will do that one in a minute. I'm also going to make this top portion right here. Oh wait, that's part of the house. I'm sorry, I'm confused myself again. Let's do a little bit on the door handle. Won't show up that much, but that's okay. So I forgot that I had made the door red, so if I do the bow red, it's all going to blend. So let me do this. For the bow, we'll do it darker. So Candy Mayo 930, kind of more of a vampire red. And then I'll do the door in the other red. Why ain't it getting on there? Okay. Okay, now I'll do the rest of the door in that other red. It's all wanting to kind of peel up a bit. Not sure what the deal is. So I'm having to really tap it on there. I think I'm going to do this lead in gray because we got so much brown going on here. So I'm going to do Maybelline Serene Steel. I made it come up right there. There's two little presents. So one I'm going to do in Candy Mayo 976. And the other I'll do with Candy Mayo 935. And then the potted plant, I need to do the bottom portion of it. So those are so little, I'm just going to touch my brush to it. I mean to the brush of the polish. And I did the potted plant as well. And I think for this top portion right here, I'm going to let the base color come through for that. Alright, for the present lady, I'm going to do some of them in that pink color. This color specifically isn't very opaque, so I'm kind of layering it. And I'll do the other two in blue. I did that bottom one also in the pink. That way it'll look like they go with the other presents that are at the door. Kind of like they set those ones down so they could come get the others. Okay, I'm going to give her some white gloves. Trying to get it to go down to the bottom of my brush here. So let's do her boots and her jacket with Candy Mayo 957. There's a little piece of her jacket showing right here and here. And then on this side. And I'm going to do her pants in like this blue jeanish color. Candy Mayo 928. And this is the one that dries down matte. Y'all ever heard that word? Blue jeanish? Jeanish. Oh, I can't even say it right. Probably not, because I just made it up. I do that sometimes. I have to make up my own words. And it also, since it does dry down matte, it dries so fast too. Okay, so this one is done. Alright, so our man here is carrying a Christmas tree. So for the ornaments, I'm going to do red. Trying to see if I got them all. Oh, I see one more. I think that's one. Well, there it goes. And yellow for the star. And then he also has some gloves and a jacket showing, and pants and shoes. Alright, I'm going to do his gloves and shoes in gray. Get a little bit of that off. Okay, I can't get it on there. That way the ornaments have time to dry before I color the tree. Okay, let's do his jacket in Kenny Mayo 941. Oh, I got stuff all over me. It wouldn't be one of my videos without it though. We only have one more image left. Alright, and we're going to give him some tan pants, so they're a bit different than hers. And back to the green for the Christmas tree. I made a little jingle there. Hope you enjoyed that. I haven't noticed a lot having their Christmas lights out yet. I guess I haven't really drove around enough either though. But I noticed like over the years it has dwindled down. But I can't say anything because it has, with myself included. Except for my tree. Gotta have that. Okay. And if I'd quit shaking, I could look at it. I'm shaking more now than I was earlier. Alright, there he is. Okay, I need to fix that side of the pant leg. I'll do that off camera and be back. And our cute little dog, I'm going to do the typical Santa hat colors. Looking at the candy cane, can only, I guess, only do one color. I'll probably do it red because white would kind of look odd. Alright, so we'll do his hat and candy cane with that color. Just trying to be careful so I don't make it go into that white because it's not completely dry. And I'm going to do candy cane. I'm going to tap it so I can hopefully stay in the line better. Alright, for the dog's coloring, I'm going to mix these two together just so he's a little bit different than the house colors. Pretty close, but a little bit different. And then we will start placing the images. And I got one more thing I want to do. Oh, I forgot. His body's not even going to get on there, most of it. But since I don't know what's going to make it, I'll go ahead. I don't think his tail's going to make it. I'm thinking the front half. Because he's going to go on the pinky nail. So he's definitely not all going to fit. Minus his tail. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and place the images, and then I'll do the other thing I was talking about. So I'm still using this top coat to apply the images right now. Okay, I was right. Earlier when I said no, I confused myself. I need to do the white on the trees after it's placed. I did it like on the way I stamp it or reverse stamp it. That's where I was like, thought I was wrong, but no, I actually did need to do it this way. So I'll have to do those and then I'll show you. Oh, I gotta get this one on first. I did not try to do these two at the same time. So this one's our door. Okay, there we go. Alright, then our lady. And our man. He's almost too long for this one. Okay, so we'll fit whatever we can of the dog. So do you guys go home for Christmas, or is your home the home that everybody goes to home for Christmas? Typically, my people come here, but I have a small family, so the ones that live nearby, they'll come here usually. Oh, part of his tail is on there, a little tiny piece. So I will color that section in, and then, sorry guys, I have to tear his little leg off right there. It'll be okay. Okay, so what I want to do is snow it up. So I had to go get my other polish. It's super cold, so I'm trying to warm it up real quick. Let me tell you what it is real quick. So Salon Perfect, she's a star. It's a very beautiful snow color, but it is super gritty and super thick, so it is kind of difficult to work with. It'll be pretty for this, but I'm gonna have to like really try to get it out of there, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Oh, I got all these little flakies falling off of it. See, it's like so thick. I don't know if you can tell it, but see, look at that. It's crazy, but it will be pretty for this. Okay, so I'm just going to lay that there beside me, and I'm going to use my other brush and just kind of work with it. So, oh no! Okay, I'm trying to hurry and I don't need to do that. It's okay. It'll take a minute since there's several. I'm going to do it on all of them, but at least start it with you, that way you know what I'm doing. Also, because it is thick, I am creating a texture with it. So I'm going to like kind of, I'm going to do some at the top and a little bit on the sides, maybe a bit more smooth on the sides, and then kind of dot it around on the top. Okay, I was working on the sides. Now I'm just going to kind of dot this around. Put a little bit on the roof. Oh, I'll have to get some more out. Since it's so thick, it's drying so fast. Okay, so I'll do that and be right back. Okay, also I'm going to take some of that gray and I'm going to make some smoke effect come out of the chimney. Okay, I'll fix it. So I got the white so we can kind of put that mixture together. Let me dab this off a bit. Do you guys have a chimney? I don't have one, but I think they are so nice. So lots of sparkle. Also did add it to the roof. So I'm going to go through all of them to do this because it'll take way too long otherwise, and I'll be back and show you the finished results. Actually, real quick, I'll show you with and without. It'll just kind of finish it up. Okay, so here's this one. So I kind of packed it up on the bottom so it'll look like it's thick snow, and then dabbed it around. That way it's kind of like, because I know it could be odd, like it's supposed to be the house, but if it's kind of like the snow's falling in front of the house kind of sort of effect. Otherwise there'd be like one kind of basically brown nail around it, and I didn't really want to do that. I want to have it that winter look, so that is why I am doing that. It does have the little bricks area right there, so it's like a heavy snowfall basically sort of a look. Okay, this almost looks reflective. It does not say it that it is, but it kind of has that look. Also, if you wanted to on the brick area, you could come like over the sides more with it. And if you're wondering why did I not apply this before applying the images, also I did it a bit thicker again, like they're walking through the thick snow. That's because since this stuff is so gritty, like I couldn't even use this on my nails anymore. I don't know if I could add a clear polish to it to see if I could fix it, but it is perfect for snow, but it's because it would not lay over this well, so I said I'm going to work around it. So I'll just show you between him and her, since she's got the snow and he don't. Okay, here is his. And I just thought of one more little thing I could do. Alright, and there's the dog. So the thing I'm thinking to do is, I feel like the top portion needs to be kind of broken down a little bit from the bottom portion, so there's a bit of a difference. So I think what I'm going to do is tap on some white on the top area to kind of look like just so there's a difference. So let's just do this one and see how that looks. See if we're even going to be able to tell. Okay, I can kind of tell. It could be a good idea or a bad idea. There's no in between on this one. Hopefully it's the right choice. It's still textured. Okay. So what I decided, like with this one, is kind of just, I'm putting some of the white, but I'm kind of spacing it a little bit more. So I think that's better, the better way to go. Okay, after doing that one, I do think I like it. It gives a little bit of a difference. You probably can't see it too good on camera, but I can tell in person. Alright, I'll be home for Christmas. So I did them in this order on purpose. So you go to the house first, and then you get up to the door, and then the lady has her presents, the guy has the tree, and they have their little dog with them. And they set some of the presents down and went back for the others. Then I always sit here and think, what should I have done differently? Probably just done the white instead of the glitters, or maybe just not as much of the glitters at the top, so there'd be a better difference between the two. I don't know. Don't know what happened to this one. I gotta fix it. I can't help it. Yeah, so I think it was when I tapped that white on and I got too much in one little section. So I just put some more of the glitter portion on it to kind of at least mask it a little bit. So I know this one was so long, but I do greatly appreciate you hanging out with me and watching the nail process. And I do hope you enjoyed. And I will list and link the things in the description box. And until the next one, have a blessed day, friends. Bye.